Olympic gold. Her first singles victory against one of the all-time greats. Fabulous performance. She battled back in over 2 hours and 20 minutes to win it in 3.
Hi, I'm Bethanie Mattek-Sands, and I want to talk to you a little bit about my relationship with Adrian. But first, a little bit more about me. I'm a professional tennis player. I've been playing on the pro tour since I've been 14 years old, so that's about 20 years now. And I met Adrian in 2015. This was before a lot of the accolades that I would say, looking back, are some of my greatest accomplishments. I've won some Grand Slams. I was able to compete in the 2016 Rio Olympics, win a gold medal. But we're going to rewind a little bit before that, because I met Adrian, again, like I said, in 2015, and it was right before French Open. I met him through a mutual friend that I had a really good relationship with, and we talked about a lot of deep things on and off the court, and he thought that I would find it really helpful to speak with someone like Adrian and to do some hypnotherapy lessons. So I called him while I was in Paris, again, getting ready for French Open. And I was kind of in a place where, I'd gone on this personal growth journey for a while, and, I was at a spot where I was kind of stuck, and I knew what I wanted, but it was kind of out of reach. So that's kind of what got me on the call with Adrian. I remember I still remember our first session clear as day. It was over the phone. It was 3 hours long, and I'm telling you, I was bawling probably majority of the session, and it was one of those ugly cries too. It wasn't cute, but it was so impactful. I remember walking downstairs and speaking to my husband and just being like, I just made one of the biggest breakthroughs of my life. So fast forward 2 weeks, I won French Open, not just in women's doubles, but in mixed doubles. I had 2 titles, and that was the first time I had ever chatted with Adrian. And over the years, we've had many discussions, and it's interesting to see sort of what topics we spoke about in the beginning of our relationship and sort of what we transitioned into recently. But it's something that it's so easy to do online. I mean, I actually didn't meet Adrian probably for another couple years in person. So majority of our relationship, majority of our sessions together have either been on FaceTime or via the phone. He's helped me, whether it's recovering post-surgery, getting over losses, celebrating wins, moving on from goal to goal. I think it's pretty neat on how really it's not really about a system that he has for you. It's kind of grabbing what you want out of your life, what you truly want, like deep down inside, kind of past all the chaos up here. And he's able to, in his hypnotherapy sessions, sort of maneuver his way around and get you to answer your own questions. So again, it's neat because it's not him telling you what to do. He's simply there helping you tell you what you want and how you're going to get it. And I think that, to me, I've done a lot of mental training. I've done a lot of psychology sessions, sports psychology, and Adrian's was truly the most empowering. It was the one where I could get through a session, and it's not like I just had someone give me a great idea. It's like I had this internal inspiration on what I was passionate about, how I was going to do it, and I think everyone really should experience it for themselves. I mean, whether you're like me, professional athlete, going for the biggest titles in the world, or you want to have a better relationship with your spouse. I've actually done some with my husband as well, when we've had some communication issues, which everyone does. Look, we all have different personalities. We all have different tones. We all, like different things. We all show love in different ways. And I think that's just as important of a reason to do hypnotherapy as for performance. So, it's, I'm just thinking back to some of our sessions, and I think the first thing I would say would be ready to get emotional. Like, be ready to be real with yourself. Like, this isn't something where, I hope I can get a little tip or a little trick to get me through, or I hope he'll say I'm doing something right. This is like a real talk with you. This is a mirror talk. And when I first started, I was ready for it. And I think everyone deserves to do this, but I would just recommend that you're ready for a real talk. You're ready for a real shift, real adjustments coming from you, coming from within. And I'm talking about these real changes. I'm not talking about us knowing what we need to do, but not reacting that way. I'm talking about like adjusting reactions. And he makes it easy. I mean, really, it comes down to breathing and let Adrian do the rest. He will help you find those deep fears that you've buried, that you don't even think are there. They might have happened to you years ago, and you're not even purposely trying to bury them. They're just coming out in reactive ways. Adrian will help you uncover those and think differently about them. It's not about burying them. It's not about ignoring them. It's not about canceling them out with something else. He truly lets you own them, think of them in a different way, and get past them without even thinking it was a bump in the road. So that's my experience.